We are live on Kicking It with Jason. I got Jack Felton. Super excited to chat with Jack, man. Jack, me and Jack, we go way back. I think I probably first saw you ever fight. He's a world champion fighter, one of the best to ever do it. Like 2001, man. It's been a long time.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. We go back a ways. Yeah, right, 20 years.
We go way back. Jack's one of my favorite fighters. He's like a brother to my older brother Jamal. They're on the same team, international sport karate team all stars. And yeah, man, it's been cool seeing you do your thing. Since we're talking about Star Wars on this, like if I can put it this way, Jack is like a Jedi in martial arts.
Yeah, try to be
Straight up,
exactly.
man. Yeah, but I seen you been doing your virtual tours, man, and or
Yeah,
your virtual training. You had a couple of fighting tours. So how'd those go? How's that been going?
it's been going good. I teach on the weekend. My Iceman Insight training every Saturday, so everyone tunes in from all over the world. Get some virtual training in, and then I've been doing the virtual fights that are like in New York or Atlanta or wherever they are, and they match me up and get some action of my own, be able to get out there and fight. Feels good to fight and good for people to be able to tune in and watch when I know it's kind of a weird time nowadays. So yeah, it's good. It's good all around.
Yeah, man. You have a match coming up soon? Another one planned?
No, right now I just finished. I just finished one, so I don't have anything on the books yet. But still talking to people about dates. So yeah, I'll be fighting again probably in the next couple months.
Got it. Well, yeah, we relate because we're both from the martial arts world. Uh, I do personal training now, a lot of kickboxing training. We
Yeah.
come from that world, man, competing. So that's my background. Tell us a little bit more about yourself, man. You're in. Are you still in Huntington or where you at? Where you at now in SoCal?
Say that one more time. You were breaking up a little bit.
Oh, man, are you still in Huntington Beach or where area you in SoCal now?
Well, sorry,
Here,
break it up.
it's Chubby. Let me see. Hold on. Let me put my Wi-Fi on. That might help. But yeah, I was saying, can you hear me better, Jack? Got some technical difficulties. There we go. We back.
Now we go. Yeah.
All right, cool. But I was saying, what part of SoCal are you in now? Are you still in Huntington Beach or where you at?
I'm close to Huntington, but I'm in Tustin now. Yeah, so just about 15 minutes away. Yeah, I'm just closer to my school.
Nice.
Yeah, my kids go to school here, so yeah, so in Tustin.
That's what's up. Quick 30-second background about yourself, Jack. Quick 30 seconds or a minute, however long you need. But tell us about yourself, man.
Yeah, just like everyone knows, been doing martial arts as a little kid. Still teaching, still training. I got two kiddos that keep me busy, and yeah, just loving life. Big Chargers fan, a big Star Wars fan. So yeah, wanted to hop on here and talk some Star Wars with you. I saw a couple of your posts, so excited to chat with you.
Yes, sir. All right, let's get into this. So, Mandalorian, man, it was sick. It was a good show. Season 2. I give it a 10 out of 10. I think Disney's doing a good job with production, and I think they got a lot of things in the works. Of course, they revealed all the shows they're coming up with, prequels, in between stories. And the reason why I like Star Wars, especially the newer stuff, because I just love the storyline. I love the whole Skywalker story is just incredible, man. And then now I'm into sports cars and things like that. So I've been watching it really close to see what they're going to be doing with Darth Vader, Anakin, Obi-Wan. And so that's got me really interested in buying vintage sports cards, vintage Star Wars cards. And so I'm super just trying to be more in tune and get a bigger grasp of Star Wars and everything and just talk to other fans. So, but what do you think about Mandalorian, man? Would you think about it? What's your
I
score
thought it
on
was
it?
huge, yeah, man. I think it's awesome to keep expanding the Star Wars universe and just from the movies and
Yeah.
branching off, especially after Clone Wars and Rebels, just kind of take some of those characters and put them into live action and have all these upcoming seasons coming. It's super exciting just to kind of see where these storylines take them all, and yeah, like the message behind it and just the graphics and everything is yeah, it's overwhelming. It's awesome. It's a good time to be a Star Wars fan right now.
Yeah. What I originally thought, I thought they originally were gonna move. away from the Skywalker story where after they came out with the last movies, but it looks like they're just going deeper. And I think that's amazing because you can't end the Darth Vader story, man. Darth Vader is like the greatest villain. There's so much good stuff that comes from that one character. So many storylines that built from there. So I'm happy that they're going deeper into that. So like we see us. I know I didn't see none of the cartoons too much. I kind of peeked through it, like Rebels, Clone Wars. Did you watch those too?
Yeah, I've seen them all. Yeah, they're really good. And if you want to see like more backstory of
Yeah,
like Ahsoka and
yeah,
Thrawn and but like all these guys that keep popping up in the new Mandalorian, like if you go
yeah.
back and watch the cartoons, they're tons of backstories and the novels too. Like with Thrawn, he has a bunch of books out and he's a cool character. So definitely check those out to get more insight on him.
Those books, dude, is what is a trip because every time I go to Barnes and Nobles, I just see a whole shelf of books. I'm like, they really have this much going on in the universe of Star Wars. It's like
Yeah.
I didn't even if you're not a fan or a hardcore fan or if you just don't pay attention to that, you don't even know that they have these stories. But
Yeah.
it's incredible. And I know have you read like a book on Ahsoka or anything like that?
Yeah, I've read the Ahsoka book. I do the audio books too because they have like the
Mm,
voices and they have like the sound effects and everything. So it's like listening to a movie. So if you're doing like I don't know any type of work around the house, you just turn that on. It's like listening to Star Wars. So yeah, the Ahsoka book is really good. Kind of tells you how she gets her white lightsabers and what goes on in between like Mandalorian now and Rebels. So it kind of gives you, or was it in between Clone Wars and Rebels? So it kind of
yeah.
like it fills in some of the gaps where you're like, oh, how did she get that? So it'll tell you.
Yeah, I think her show is gonna be sick.
Yeah.
That was a nice
Yep.
surprise, man. Yeah, that I forgot what episode that was, like the third episode of the season,
Yeah.
but that was a nice surprise to have her in there. Because she's she was like Anakin's apprentice or something like that, right? Like Anakin was bringing her
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
So
Came up under but then she got the boot from she got kicked out from the Jedi Council, but then they wanted her back, but she was like, nah, peace, I'm out of here. So she's not an official
oh
Jedi,
wow.
but she's like
Um
probably a sick, she's a badass. She's pretty much is like one of the top Jedis, but not an official one. So yeah.
and is she still alive or we don't know that or is she like hiding? Do they talk about
No,
that
yeah,
too in
she's
the
alive.
book or anything?
From the Mandalorian. Yeah, she's alive. She's kicking. She's looking for Ezra. So if you watch Rebels, you'll
Uh,
figure out who Ezra is, who's another Jedi, kind of disappeared. Thrawn and him kind of left, and that's kind of like a cliffhanger that's been around for a long time now. So now they're actually, it sounds like they're gonna kind of figure out what happened to him. So that's huge.
Man, that's deep because like while Rise of the Skywalker is going on, like Ahsoka's somewhere doing her thing.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, the
crazy.
whole story on the other side. That's intriguing
Yeah,
as well. Yeah.
that's wild. One of the things that was super interesting when she was talking about Grogu is how he got saved from Order 66, and
Yeah.
that when that went down, that's like almost wiped out all the Jedi's. And like I was
Yeah.
just trying to go on YouTube and watch stuff what people thought about it, and they were saying maybe Anakin kind of gave Grogu a hint like, "Yo, don't come to Order 60 or don't come to the Jedi Temple today or something." Like, yeah. What do you think about that, man?
Yeah.
What's
Sure,
your take
they'll
on
go
it?
back and say how that happened and put more details on it. But yeah, it's interesting to see how you
Yeah,
survived. Yeah, because only a couple Jedi's that survived it. So yeah, it'd be
that's
crazy.
crazy. Why did Ahsoka get kicked out the temple in the first place?
Say that again one more time.
Why did Ahsoka get kicked out of the Jedi Temple in the first place?
Oh, so it's in not the seventh season, but the sixth season of Clone Wars. So
Mm,
I forget. I think someone she got what's it called? Like they accused her of a crime. I forget, it was like killing somebody or something, but she got accused of a crime. She's like, no, it wasn't me, but she was framed. And the whole time, all the
mm,
Jedi's like, no, it was you. And they kind of put her down and put her, I think, in jail pretty much. And then she escaped, got out of there, and she was doing her own thing for a while. And then Anakin never really like believed um, believed that it was her, but couldn't really prove that it wasn't her. And then they ended up proving that it wasn't her. And then they asked her to come back, but she was like, nah, you guys didn't have my back, so I'm out of here. So she never returned back to the Jedi. after that. That's why when they say like there was only one Jedi, was Luke. Like she's not like an official Jedi anymore. But even though, as you saw, like in Mandalorian, how badass she is.
Yeah, she's like the title is just a title for her. It's like she's got all the skill. So
Yeah, yeah.
man, that's crazy. What I'm super pumped about is that if they show footage of her and like, because they're bringing back, they're reprising the roles from episode 1, 2, and 3, or 2 and 3, Obi-Wan and Anakin. So if they put those actors together with the new Ahsoka, I think that's gonna be some crazy footage, or like teenager footage, live action footage. That'd
It's
be
gonna be
crazy.
awesome. I'm super
Yeah.
excited for. Yeah, see the Obi-Wan show. Yeah, Hayden Christensen coming back as Vader and Anakin, and yeah, that's gonna be fire.
Yeah. Super, man. Super. What else was I gonna ask you? Oh, they were talking about Baby Yoda's blood. What's his name? Gideon. What do you think they're trying to do with that?
Yeah.
Like try to create some kind of, I don't know, Sith powers with it or something.
I think
I
they're
don't
trying
know.
to create clones that have.
Mm.
Yeah, they're trying to make clones or droids that have force sensitive abilities. So yeah, I think that's what they're trying to do. Just like how they made the clones early episodes, but trying to make them that can use the force. So they're taking the midichlorians out of the blood of Grogu and somehow trying to put them into the science. So we'll see how that evolves.
Nice, nice, nice. What'd you think about Boba Fett in the series?
Say it one more time.
What'd you think about? Yeah, yeah. What'd you think about him in the series?
Yeah, it was crazy to bring him back. I mean, just like how they brought Darth Maul back, like you thought he was dead, and then Boba Fett, now he's back and he's getting his own show. That'll be good to see. Taking like Jabba the Hutt's spot, and so like right. He was kind of like a good guy in the Mandalorian right now, but he's usually known as like the bad guy. So it'll be cool to see him back in his like bad guy role, I think, and making terror on Tatooine or wherever he is and whatever he's doing. But yeah, it was awesome to see him kicking some ass back in Mandalorian, have him back and flying with a slave one with like the what's that bomb called where it goes on that and it was just the sonic boom and took out the TIE fighter. It was pretty dope.
Yeah. Did he? Because I know he was in the '83 movie. Is that Empire? No, Return of the Jedi, where Darth Vader got defeated.
I think it was, yeah. He died in Return of the Jedi. That's when he fell in the pit, or he supposedly died.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was in Empire for sure, in a huge role in Empire, and then yeah, pretty good starting role in the beginning of the movie for Return of the Jedi.
That's what's up. What was he working close with Darth Vader too at all?
Yeah, if you read the comics, he actually did a lot of like dirty work for Darth Vader. He actually got in a fight with Luke in his home, like back in Tatooine. So yeah, he was working with Vader, and then in the movies especially too, going after the rebels.
Wow, that's interesting. I did not know that. I did. That's a big piece of information because Luke showed up in Mandalorian, came and got Grogu, and I mean that's pretty insane. How much of a surprise was that to you? Because all this is new in the Mandalorian, right? They didn't put this in the books, like Grogu, none of that. That wasn't in the books. This is all new.
No, it's new. Yeah, everything that comes out's all new right now. Yeah, I was surprised. I knew it was gonna be. It had to be like when Grogu was like reaching out of the temple. He was talking to some Jedi, and I know at that time there was not many Jedi, so I had a feeling it could have been Luke, or it could have been Ezra. Yeah. Or that's about. I mean, I'm not sure. There wasn't too many options, so I was hoping that we'd see Luke, but they could just had like nobody come. I was fast to see him like come out and just tear it up in like the parallel, the hallway scene with Vader, how he tears everybody up. Have him tear up all the they call the Dark Troopers. So yeah, that was probably the highlight, one of the highlights of the show.
Yeah, definitely. What do you think? What do you think happens with? So now that Luke has Grogu, what do you think happens next? I know it goes into training, but what do you think is
Yeah,
if
I
you
mean,
had to
there's
write the story?
so many ways they could take it. Yeah, I think it was just a huge like from season one to season two. Season one was kind of like its own story, kind of introducing things, and season two kind of really brought a lot of different characters. So it'd be interesting to see where they go, especially because they have so many other shows coming out too. So I know
Right,
like the
right.
Ahsoka thing, that'll probably be her doing her own thing. I don't know how much she'll be in the next season, but yeah, I don't know how much Grogu will be in it either. With if they'll show him training with Luke or what they're going to do about that, or if they connect him with like Kylo Ren because he was one of Luke's students too. We'll see.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
Kylo Ren ends up killing Grogu, if they keep going forward into the sequel movies, and
Mm-hmm.
whatever happens to Mando, we'll see. I don't know if they're gonna take it, but yeah, can't wait. I guess it'll be out in like I think it'll be in like January next year because I think they said Boba
Yeah,
Fett will be December
yeah.
2020, so
2021.
it'll probably be
Yeah.
like January 2022 for Mandalorian. Yeah. Yeah.
Man, that's pretty cool, man. That's wild. I was watching Rogue One again the other day, and what I liked about it, like I really haven't sat down and watched all the older Star Wars. Like I've seen bits and pieces. I just can't do it. Me personally, I love the story. I give it so much respect. I just can't. I'm just too spoiled with the new technology, man. So,
Yeah.
but I was watching Rogue One,
Yeah.
and like that technology they had with Vader for like that 10 seconds that he went crazy with. I'm like, that's gonna be wild if they bring that technology to today's world and they show Darth Vader at a different light, with what we have now. So I was
Yeah.
like, that's pretty amazing, man. So what do you think what do you think is gonna happen with Anakin coming back? Do you think he's gonna get a big piece? Do you think they're really gonna tap more into some of those behind the scenes? Do you think they're gonna put more Darth Vader footage? What do you think's coming up?
Yeah, with that one, I've read the Kenobi book, which is now
Yeah.
canon, so it's not really official anymore. But it shows
Mm.
like him. It shows him kind of hanging out in Tatooine and keeping an eye on Luke and dealing with the locals there. So I feel they'll do something like that, but then they'll tie in, yeah, like maybe some flashbacks, and maybe they might intertwine a little bit, like as they are as he's Vader. But yeah, I think it'll be good. And just like you said, with new like all the new technology and everything, make it look like really good. I was lucky that I was able to see like the original movies when I was a little kid. So
Yeah.
like I was able to like not really care about the graphics and all that. I know it's so old, it's a 70s movie. But yeah, when
Yeah, man,
you're I, you
77.
know, you care less.
Yeah.
Now I was
Yeah, yeah,
able to watch all
yeah.
those as a kid, and yeah, now like movies like Rogue One, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty sick, man. It's pretty sick. What's a top book that you read from Star Wars where you're like, everybody needs to read this book? What's what on your list?
Say that one more time.
What's one um top Star Wars book on your list that you feel everybody should read? We're breaking up.
One that's a tough one. Yeah, you're breaking up, but I can still piece together what you're saying.
Okay.
One top like movie or show for, for me it would be like probably Rebels. I think it's kind of underrated. It's kind of like a little bit of a kids show, but I mean they got some good episodes like with Ahsoka. She battles Vader after being his apprentice for so long. And then there's just some awesome action, and there's all like new characters. There's some older characters in there too, but like
Yeah.
if you're a big Rogue One fan, they have Saw Gerrera. He's in there, so I mean, there's
Mm.
a lot of good action and info, and especially tying it into what's the Mandalorian right now. I would definitely suggest the Rebels.
Nice, nice. What about a book? Any books that you recommend?
Oh, book. Okay. My favorite book is Master and Apprentice because I was a big Qui-Gon fan from the first movie. So if you want like more backstory on Qui-Gon and how he like brought up Obi-Wan, that's a good book. Or even the
Mm.
audiobook is really good. So I would that's my favorite one. Or
Man, I
my
gotta
second
figure it
favorite one
out.
is probably Lost Stars, and that kind of that goes through all of the original movies, New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. So if you want some books to read or listen to, those are my top two.
Got it. I was googling like other other Sith lords and everything, and then I was surprised was that like Darth Vader was like number 6 on the list. I was like, I thought he was the top. So that's kind of crazy that
Yeah, that's
there
crazy.
was stronger.
Yeah, number
Yeah,
one. Yeah, I think that's a little. Yeah, I don't know
yeah.
about that. I'm
You
sure
know
there's
about,
other
oh,
like crazy top guys, but I think there's number one.
yeah, that's what I would ask. I was like, do you agree with that list? 'Cause I was like, I don't, because I mean, Darth Vader's just crazy to me. So if there's
No,
somebody crazier than him, I'm just like, that's insane.
yeah, I agree. Yeah, I don't know. There's other like I haven't read them all, but I mean, or I haven't played
Yeah.
the video games either. But
Mm.
yeah, Vader for me is top.
Are there any other Sith lords where you're like, I kind of hope they bring this guy into the show or into the movie? Like, is there any characters like that?
I'm a big fan of Darth Maul. I think he's pretty dope. And they did
Mm.
a great job with him in
Yeah,
Clone Wars, Rebels, and even in was it Solo? If you haven't seen Solo, they kind of mix him a little bit at the very end.
yeah.
But yeah, I think Darth Maul's. Yeah, I think he would probably be my second favorite Sith besides Darth Vader.
Nice, man. Nice. Man, that's all the questions I got about Mandalorian. Any 2 cents you got on Star Wars, or you feel excited about, or there's something that that's always at the top of your head about the show or the series?
Yeah, no, I'm like you, man. I'm super pumped about everything that's coming out. I mean, even the ones that, I mean, anything that's Star Wars related, even the ones don't even know that much about, but the two top ones are the Ahsoka, of course, and the
Yeah,
Kenobi
yeah.
shows. I think are going to be just top level, and of course, Mandalorian and Boba Fett. I mean, there's so much good stuff coming out. But if I had to say top two, it'd be Ahsoka and Kenobi. And then, yeah, I mean, I'm just super pumped because there's so much. I mean, before they had like a movie every 3 years, and that's about all you got.
Hmm.
Now we get stuff left and right. And even when there's nothing out, you got books and stuff and the comics
Yeah,
that you can check out. So, I mean, yeah, there's a lot to be able to get into. So, yeah, if you're a Star Wars fan, it's a great time.
yeah. I can't say enough about Disney Plus, man. I'm gonna be making so much content around Disney Plus
That's
and what
huge.
they're
Yeah,
doing with Star
before
Wars.
you have to watch it on the TV, but now you can just watch episode by episode and be able to follow the storyline. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's huge.
Yeah, you nailed it when they said it. When they can, because you only could get Star Wars, like you said, every 3 years, every 4 years, and there was that big old gap from the the Anakin storyline movies in the 2000s to we got the newer ones. So it's like we always had to wait.
Yeah,
We always had to
yeah,
always had this big gap, but now it's like they're bringing it to us,
yeah.
man. We get to indulge in it. Yep, yep. But yeah, that's all I wanted to chat with
Yeah,
about Star Wars, man. I appreciate you, Jack, for being on, man.
yeah. Yeah, man, thanks for having me on. Yeah, always good talking to someone who's into Star Wars. Thanks, brother.
Yeah,
I got my
man.
little guy screaming over here.
It's all good. It's all good. We'll have to connect like after the shows pop off, and we'll have to come back and just talk about that again. So,
Yeah, man. Yeah, after the next one, yeah, we'll have to do a review on each episode.
sounds good, man. Sounds good. All right, Jack. I'm gonna let you go, man. I'm proud of everything you're doing, man. Keep up the good work.
I did.
All right, later.
Cool, man. Thanks for having me on. Catch you later,
No
brother.
worries. Yes, sir.